What is up YouTube? My name is Aditya and welcome back to my channel, The Indian Algo. In this video, we'll try to discuss how the market attracts you to take wrong trading decisions. Okay, and probably the reason you are losing 90% of your trades because you are sticking to something that's very obvious in the market, but you do not understand it that particular point of time. Okay, so what usually happens is, let's say everyone in the market is very focused on the technical aspect. Okay, on the technical analysis, fundamental analysis, but nobody is interested in understanding this, the psychological aspect. Okay, the psychological aspect of how these things are produced in the market, because the algorithms, right? I always talk about few algorithms. So the markets run on an algorithm, and these algorithms are based on the psychology of human. Okay, so let's say we have this particular level as my resistance. Okay, now you are all set to buy a breakout. You're all set to buy a breakout. Now what you tend to do is, on the next day when the market opens, you're all set to buy a breakout. Now what happens? Try to understand this, guys. You see a huge big green candle. Now when you see a huge big green candle, what do you feel like? What are the emotions that are developing inside you? FOMO, fear of missing out, right? Fear of missing out. This trade worked 1 out of 10 times in my favor. This trade had worked previously, and you do not remember the fact that 9 times it did not work, but you remember the fact that one time it worked in my favor, and probably this is the one time once again that this trade is gonna go in my favor, right? Now look at the size of the candlestick. This candlestick right at 9:15, just imagine the number of buyers who are ready to push the buy button, and what happens? The price simply falls back down, right? It's a fake out. Now just imagine, just try to understand the psychology here. It created FOMO. It told you that okay, this trade works 1 out of 10 times, and this could be the one time that it will go in my favor. It is also telling you that this is a big healthy green candle and it should go in my favor. This is a big healthy green candle and it should go in my favor, because a lot of volume must be involved in this. A lot of buyers are actually trying to enter this trade. But understand, the algorithm is 100 steps ahead of you, maybe 1,000 steps ahead of you, and they understand all of these things. They know that whenever we do this, 90% of the traders will simply push the buy button. They will simply push the buy button, and as they push the buy button, just imagine the amount of liquidity they are generating. See, it's not always equal highs and equal lows that has liquidity above and below. This particular price action that you are seeing here also has liquidity, right? This particular price action, as soon as this huge candle is formed, a lot of buyers are induced, right? A lot of buyers are attracted to buy this particular stock, and they will all punch in the buy orders that will become the sell orders of the institution, like that will fill in the sell orders for these institutions, right? I hope you are understanding this. These sellers, right, they are selling to these buyers, and that is when you see the prices moving lower. Okay, so this was the psychological aspect of this huge candle, and if you try to see this on multiple charts on multiple days, mostly all of this occurs early in the morning. You must have seen that early in the morning a lot of stocks go up and then they fall. What do we call this? It's called parabolic short. We call this parabolic short. It's very simple. This is where a lot of buyers are attracted. You will see the price running into a resistance. Okay, it will look something like this, and this is where, see, 90% of the people miss this move. 90% of the people miss this move. People are trying to enter here, enter here, enter here, and that is when the price starts falling lower like this. So we need to understand all of these things, and once we understand these things and comply it with your strategies, guys. Comply it with your strategies. You will see things working in your favor. But obviously you need to understand psychology, because if you, most of the time, if you are the 90% of the people, obviously how are you supposed to make money? All right, so let's have a look at this particular price action on any chart. Just go to any chart. Let's go to any chart. Okay, look at this particular candle, the first candle itself. Look at how huge this was. And in the initial first few minutes, this was like a pretty big candle, right? A pretty big bullish candle, and then it turned down to the downside. Obviously it filled all the orders and then fell lower. So it created the FOMO. It created fear of missing out. This is what you need to avoid, guys. This is what you need to avoid. So if I come back here, look at this huge up candle, like huge candle, and this is where we had the resistance. Okay, so this is the resistance, and if you see, most of the time you will see an approach that is stronger to a resistance, and eventually it will fall. An approach that is stronger and eventually it will fall. So when will the price actually give you a successful breakout is something that we'll discuss in a while. Look at this huge up move, parabolic up move, the price comes lower. Okay, and you will see this occurring most of the time. Huge up move, price will come lower. Okay, huge up move, this is where people are induced that okay, we are supposed to buy here. But instead the price decides to fall lower, and I would try to enter my trade somewhere here. Okay, because see, I know pretty much that this up move is a fake up move. This up move is a fake up move, and it is probably going into some resistance. So if I can identify that resistance around this area, then definitely there's a very high chance of things going in my favor. All right, so let's have a look at more few things. Okay, look at this. Price will go to a supply and then fall lower very simply, and then eventually it will give you a breakout when it is least expected. When the price is way far away from the resistance, it will then give you a breakout in the first attempt. Okay, so if we are supposed to talk about, okay, let's see this. This is the 5-minute chart, right? This is a 5-minute chart. And if I go to Nifty, because I took a trade right here in Nifty, so my initial trade, this was the short that I took here, and this was the SL somewhere here, and the target was this particular level. I usually use these algorithmic levels to understand my entries and targets. So if you see this thing, let's try to understand. Okay, the first push, okay, the first push was here. That is when I realized, okay, a lot of people must be ready to buy this. Okay, a lot of people must be ready to buy this. This is where a huge push was there. The price fell lower, the price went back up again. A lot of people started buying in here once again. I saw a simple pin bar. That was like the one of the easiest trade that I could have ever taken. Like a simple pin bar and a short. Right now, we we do see that there is a bounce from, okay, we do see that we have a bounce from here, right from this level. Now what I am expecting is the price to go below all of this. Okay, I'm expecting the price to go below all of this. Now this is where in a downtrend, whenever you see a spike, you tend to enter this trade. So I am not in this trade, obviously. Now this is where I am expecting the prices to get resistance around these supplies. Okay, and then it should fall back down somewhere here, right? And then eventually bounce up from this particular point, because everyone is expecting a breakout. Everybody is expecting a breakout. This is a demand zone, right? This is a demand zone for a lot of people. But just try to understand this. This is the psychology. This is where once the price pushed higher, multiple times, and liquidity is right below this. So if the price does this, I am a little skeptical. Even if it does it, I will miss the trade, that's it. But if it does this, it comes lower, try to understand this. If this comes lower, trust me, this trade is gonna blast up to the upside. And this is what I am expecting, because right here everybody is expecting. Just see, now understand the price action that I want to look behind this. understand the price action that I want to look behind this. Simple. I want the price to probably like open gap down, right? Open gap down. If the price opens gap down, then definitely we'll take a long trade around this level. What is the level, guys? I'll just let you know. So the levels are yeah, so the level is 17,010 and 16,900. These two levels are very important for me. If the price goes below this, they will be highly discounted and I'll wish to take a long that I can hold till 18,300. Okay, so try to understand this. Now, why I want to look for such price action? Because this gap down will make you feel that the prices are going much lower, because just imagine 90% of the people will wait for the prices to go lower. Will wait for the price to go lower. They will book their profits. They'll do a lot of shit. But this is where the price will eventually go. They will eventually push the prices higher, because understand the psychological part of this. Look at this up move. This up move that you are seeing here has what do you call it, like attracted a lot of buyers to push the prices higher. Eventually the price fell lower. This up move must have attracted a lot of buyers. This up move must have attracted a lot of buyers. True, right? But this is what I want to see. I want to see a price opening gap down, or probably the price falling lower whenever it opens here. So if I want to ever take a long, I'll take a long from right at this level. Which level is this? 17,280. Okay, I'll take a long above it, because I do not see anything else until then, right? I mean, like, I do not have a structure that would tell me that the price is supposed to go long. So if I wish to go long, I need to see the price falling lower here and then take a long, a very nice swing long. Okay, now if I want to take a short, if I want to take a short, I want the prices to like probably open gap up around this level, fall lower, retest, and then I'll see a big fall. Definitely that will be a very big fall. That will be a very nice fall for me, and the prices is definitely gonna fall off from there. So these are the few things that I have in mind. Before entering any trade, I need to understand the psychological aspect. Only then I will take any trade. That's very important. If I do not understand the psychological aspect of it, I would prefer not taking a trade. If you see here, Tata Steel, this was one of the trade. This level is once again based on some algorithm, guys. If I show you, yep. So if you see here, this is where I have marked this thing, and this is where we have a resistance. Okay, so this is my resistance, and the approach of price towards the resistance. Just try to understand this. Just look at the approach. Okay, this is an approach where a lot of buyers are attracted to buy this. And where are they buying? They're trying to buy the breakout. They're trying to buy the breakout. And this is where, this was the first time this resistance has been touched. This was the first time this resistance has been touched. So simply I took a shot right here on the 3-minute time frame. Okay, so it was around here on the 3-minute time frame. The SL was here right above this resistance and got some good up moves, sorry, good down moves. And then there was a trade somewhere here as well, because look at the resistance here, look at the spikes, and the price falls lower. Okay, so just try to understand this, and look at this. It first gave you a down move, then eventually gave you a good up move. So every time it's giving you an up move, it's actually falling, but when it's falling lower and then moving higher, it's actually a good nice move. So if you see here as well, look at this, it pushed up and then eventually it pushed much lower. Definitely a good trade that I missed here. But guys, try to understand this. This is very important. If you apply psychological aspect in your trading, you can definitely make some good money out of it. Alright guys, so this is where I want to end this video. I hope you like the video. So please go ahead, share the video as much as you can, like the channel and subscribe to the channel, guys. That will that I'll feel appreciated. And comment down how you like the video. Well, thank you guys.